frequency would spike. Does any of this sound familiar? Those nights when you feel the moon pulling on your soul, or those days when the energy just feels off. That's you tuning back in. That's your starseed DNA whispering, hey, I remember this. But as control systems rose kingdoms, empires, rigid religions, they couldn't tolerate that kind of freedom. You can't control people who know how to access source energy on their own. You're traveling to another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. You're traveling to a world of realization. Your next stop, infinite balance. Infinite balance is here, bringing that energy, that cosmic flow, right to your center. Alright, so check this out. Before the word whichever existed, before the world started throwing shade on anything that seemed a little too magical, there were just people who listened. I mean, they really listened. Not to gossip, not to the noise of the world, but to the earth herself. They could feel her heartbeat right under their feet. They could sense the shift in the wind long before a storm rolled in. They didn't need apps or weather reports because they had the pulse of the planet running through their veins. These weren't witches in the way we think of them now. They were the tuned-in ones. The ones who knew the earth wasn't just rock and soil, it was a living, breathing frequency. And when you start to see life like that, man, everything changes. Way back in the real old world, there was a place called Lemuria. Now, Lemuria wasn't some fantasy paradise. It was a vibration. A whole civilization built on resonance. These people were known as the keepers of the flame and tide. They didn't cast spells, they sang them. Their voices could heal oceans. Their chants could align storms. They understood that sound was more than just music, it was the very code of creation. Imagine this, every single word you speak, every tone you hum is a ripple sent out through reality. That's what they knew. That vibration was the language of the divine. They were part light, part flesh, and fully conscious. They didn't just worship nature, they were in a constant conversation with it. And when Lemuria sank beneath the waves, that wisdom didn't just die, it evolved. Those souls came back, reincarnating this time as the Atlanteans. They became the keepers of the crystal temples, incredible architects who built entire cities that literally sang with energy. They didn't use fossil fuels. They used light. Starlight, to be exact. They would channel energy from star systems like Lyra, Sirius, and Andromeda, beaming it straight through massive quartz crystals. Their temples weren't just places of worship. They were frequency grids that linked Earth's consciousness directly to the cosmos. This is where the first starseeds were born, souls from other star systems merging with Earth-born humans. That's you, me, and all the others who've always felt a little different, the ones who came here to remember. But then came the fall. Atlantis went down, and the frequency of the entire planet dropped with it. Humanity forgot. It was like someone hit the mute button on the cosmic playlist. But here's the beautiful thing about light: you can bury it, but you can never extinguish it. It just waits. Those same souls came back again and again, this time as druids, shamans, healers, and prophets. Each one carried a piece of that ancient song, the same melody, just a new verse. Then came the wise women. These were the reborn Lemurians, now walking barefoot through meadows, whispering to herbs, and lighting candles in humble cottages instead of grand temples. They knew the moon wasn't just a decoration in the sky. It was a reflection of our own internal cycles. They healed with roots, not prescriptions, with prayer, not hierarchy. When they sang, crops flourished. When they spoke, people remembered their own power. They didn't need a temple because they were the temple. You see, they followed what's known as the Wheel of the Year, 8 sacred points that marked the breath of the earth: Samhain, Yule, Imbolc, Ostara. They weren't just celebrating holidays, they were syncing up their own energy with the planet's vibration. They knew exactly when the veil between worlds thinned, when energy portals opened, and when the planet's frequency would spike. Does any of this sound familiar? Those nights when you feel the moon pulling on your soul, or those days when the energy just feels off. That's you tuning back in. That's your starseed DNA whispering, hey, I remember this. But as control systems rose kingdoms, empires, rigid religions, they couldn't tolerate that kind of freedom. You can't control people who know how to access source energy on their own. The wise ones didn't need anyone's permission to connect with the divine. They just did it. They were the living bridge between heaven and earth, and that absolutely terrified the system. So they flipped the script. They took the word witch and twisted it, turning it into something evil. They launched the witch hunts. But let's be real, the witch hunts were never truly about witches. They were about erasing memory. Because if you forget where your power comes from, you forget who you truly are. But energy doesn't die, it reincarnates, and those same souls, they're back now. Reborn as starseeds, lightworkers, healers, and empaths, all waking up again, remembering the song. Now let's talk about Samhain, the night between worlds. Back in the Celtic days, this wasn't some spooky horror movie night. It was a beautiful night of reunion. The veil thinned, our ancestors came close, and the wise ones lit bonfires not to scare spirits away, but to guide them home. It was an act of love, an act of remembrance. It was the earth saying to the stars, we're still connected. Halloween came much later, same energy, just a new costume. The spirit of it never changed. It just got a little sugar-coated. And all those symbols people call witchy, they were never evil. The broom, it was an energy antenna used for cleansing. The cauldron, a symbol of the cosmic womb of creation. The black cat, a guardian soul that could see beyond the veil. They were all tools of frequency, quantum instruments that existed long before science had the language to explain them. The wise ones weren't crazy, they were just way ahead of their time. And the moon, that's the oldest teacher humanity has ever had. It's not superstition, it's vibration mapping. Waxing for creation, full for expansion, and waning for release. That's why so many of us, especially starseeds, feel it so deeply. You're not too emotional, you're lunar tuned, you feel what the planet feels, you are the frequency. Even after centuries of being silenced, that powerful energy never died, it just went underground, waiting for the right vibration to rise again. And now, that time has come. People are waking up everywhere, they're meditating, grounding, and remembering. The same souls that once sang to the stars are now speaking through podcasts, painting light codes, and writing poetry that cracks open hearts. You're not rebelling against anything, you're remembering everything. You are the return of the real witches, the ones who remembered the Earth's song. And let's get something straight, being a witch today doesn't mean darkness, it means awareness. It means you see the patterns, you feel the pulse, and you walk in rhythm with creation itself. Every time you meditate, light a candle, pull a tarot card, or speak a powerful affirmation, you're doing exactly what the wise ones did. You're helping to tune the earth back into harmony. So if you've ever felt drawn to the moon, to crystals, to ancient wisdom, that's not random. That's your soul saying, welcome back. You've done this before, and now you're here to do it again, louder, brighter, and freer than ever before. Because this age, this is the great reawakening. The wise ones are rising against our seeds, witches, empaths, healers, all playing different instruments, but together in the same cosmic orchestra. And together, we're helping the earth remember her song. And this time, nobody is silencing it. So keep listening, keep creating, keep loving. You are the magic. You are the remembrance. You are the return of the real witches, the ones who never forgot how to sing with the earth. Let love guide you, not fear. Stay tuned for part 6, where we'll dive even deeper into the rituals of remembrance, how the Lemurians used sound, moonlight, and energy to literally speak to the earth's soul. You don't want to miss this one. Trust me, this is where the real magic begins. Thanks for watching, and if this resonated, make sure to follow for more.